Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Stats and Chats. I'm Jason.
And I'm Bella. This week we'll be giving our Super Bowl 60 recap, as well as our Olympic update, and so much more. Bing, bang, boom. Let's get started.
Boom. Boom, boom. Hey, I have a number of the week.
What's your number of the week?
It's a good one. It's actually two numbers. So 26 million plus 4.9 million. The approximate number of U.S. employees that called in sick or arrived late Monday after the Super Bowl.
So why is it two separate numbers?
Because the 4.9 is those that were expected to arrive late. And the 26 is the number that
Sick.
expected to be sick. The Super Bowl flu.
Sick.
Super Bowl flu, we like to call it in the U.S.
I think it should just be a national holiday, personally.
I think next year it is.
Actually?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yes. Well, it's the Monday. So the date moves a week next year.
So then it's President's Day.
So it's Monday's President's Day.
That's so smart.
However, for those lovebirds out there,
The Super Bowl's on Valentine's Day.
the Super Bowl is on Valentine's Day.
Bro, that makes it even better.
Right?
That makes it even
That's
better.
what I'm saying. Nothing says romance
Like football.
like sweaty guys hitting each other on the field.
Okay, maybe not that. But
Yeah,
Yeah.
we could go a lot of different directions. Anyway, man, there's so much going on.
yeah. Let's get
So
into
much
it
going
before
on.
we run
It's
out of
like-
time.
It's where are we going? There's plenty of time.
Is there?
There's plenty of time.
Is there?
We're even starting earlier this week. We got a ton of time. Dude, there's so much to recap. We could literally be here for hours.
Well, we're not.
I
going
could
to
be literally here for hours talking, and there's nothing more than you like
Then
than
you
listen to me
rambling?
talk for hours.
Definitely my
Right?
favorite thing, if I have to think about it.
Super Bowl. We got Olympics. Plus, we've got F1 coming. We got Daytona 500 coming. NBA All-Star Game. So much to talk about. All right. Super Bowl?
Yeah.
All right. Super Bowl's first. So, final score, Seahawks beat the Patriots 29-13. Just some fun viewing stats because we like to talk about those. Average audience for the Super Bowl, 124.9 million viewers across all NBC platforms. I feel like this is definitely a month for NBC. But between broadcast and streaming, peak viewership during the game was 137.8 million during the second quarter, marking the highest peak audience in U.S. TV history. So that's pretty amazing. Spanish language record was also broken as well. Broadcast averaged 3.3 million viewers on Telemundo, peaking at 4.8 during halftime, making it the most watched Super Bowl in U.S. Spanish language history as well. So a lot of people watched.
Yeah. Pretty fire. Did you see the ASL interpreters
I
for the halftime show?
did. Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Did you know there were two?
Oh, I
Fun
did not
fact,
see two.
actually. There were two. They went back and forth
Oh, that's cool.
because the Super Bowl, the halftime show is so long.
Yeah.
That it's a lot for one
One
person.
person.
So they go back and forth. But the woman, it was a woman and a man. The woman was the first ASL interpreter from Puerto Rico.
Really?
Yes.
How cool is that?
Yes, it was super cool.
I feel like I need
We
to go
watched
back
it
and
in
watch
class.
Oh, that's awesome. She did a
Yeah.
good job?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was really good.
Good.
It's also kind of funny because like obviously I don't know what Bad Bunny's saying because I don't speak Spanish.
Right.
But I know what she's saying in ASL.
Oh,
it's like-
that's cool.
It's like really funny when you see like the translation.
That's
it's like,
funny.
wait, I did not even know that this song is talking about this, but it is, and it's like really funny.
Interesting.
So
Okay.
yeah.
That's cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
All right. Tell us about the numbers.
Yep. So Kenneth Walker III, He had 27 carries for 135 yards. Really insane. Watching my mouth.
He had a great game.
Yeah.
MVP.
Yep. For a reason. He was pretty good. Kicker Jason Myers hit a Super Bowl record of 5 field goals, which it's a lot, but honestly, I thought the Super Bowl record would have been a little.
That's interesting.
3 field goals is a lot, but still, like,
it's a lot of field goals.
Yeah,
it's a lot of field goals.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of field goals, but like, I don't know. I feel like that's not like record. 5. I don't know. I just, in my mind, it would have been more. Okay, so QB comparison. Sam Darnold was 19 for 38 passes. He had 202 yards, 1 touchdown, and 0 interceptions. Drake May was 27 for 43 passes. He had 295 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions.
Interesting stat line when you look at those numbers and then look at the final score. Right. So, listen, I've watched a lot of Super Bowls. You've watched your fair share. I think we agree it was not the most entertaining Super Bowl that we've ever watched. Like,
I hate to hate, but it was so boring. It was like genuinely so boring.
So not everybody agrees.
Okay, that's fine. The first half was like the most boring thing I've ever watched in my life.
It was interesting.
The Patriots didn't score. Yeah. And then the Seahawks were just scoring, and it's like, okay, what's even going on?
Scoring field goals.
Still scoring.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, is this a repeat of like Chiefs and Eagles? Like, what's going on here? Like,
yeah.
I will say I think it did reveal a lot of the Patriots' flaws.
Yeah. Most definitely.
When they had to go against a much better team.
Most definitely. Yeah. It definitely proved those theories about the regular season schedule and the fact that defense can still win championships, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So interesting looking at the game, looking at how it progressed, and then going back and looking at some of the historical examples. Really, this is how football used to be played. Right? It used to be running, It used to be field goals, and it used to be defense. They've changed the rules over the years to make it more explosive. They've protected quarterbacks more, right? Yeah. They've protected receivers more. They've called interference more, all in an effort to make the game more offensive because that's what the fans like, and it's more entertaining. This was really kind of an old school beatdown in a lot of ways. Yeah. It was an old school beatdown, but it's a different brand of football than we usually see. Yeah. You didn't have the Bears out there winging it in the fourth quarter by any means. So, all right, we could go a lot of different ways with this postmortem, but what are a couple of stats from the Patriots and Seahawks that you really feel defined the reason for the outcome?
Okay, so for the Seahawks, I think they dominated purely because of their defense.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, Kenneth Walker III is like amazing. So, like, you have to give him props.
Well,
but
against a really strong Patriots defense, right?
But I also feel like their defense is what set it, like, over the edge. So they had 6, 2 interceptions, and a forced fumble. And that's what I think really made the difference for Drake May, because you see his stats earlier, and it's like, he's scored more touchdowns than Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
He had more completed passes than Sam Darnold. He had more yards than Sam Darnold. Like, but then if you look at, like, he had 6 sacks and he threw 2 interceptions and they forced a fumble. Like, it's like, okay.
It was very different for him in the playoffs and in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, completely agree. Yeah. What else?
And then for the Patriots, I think they lost because their offense was unable to score in the first 3 quarters of the game.
Yeah.
So I think that was like a really big deal for them. Like they didn't score at all. And no offense, they're not like the Bears who can come back and just like hold a team off from scoring in the fourth quarter and somehow score 3 touchdowns.
That's right.
That's just not them. So I think that didn't really help them. And then also they were held to 51 yards in the first half of the game. which
insane.
is insane. Like that's nothing.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Insane. The domination by the Seahawks defense was really undeniable. So I completely agree with you. A few things stuck out for me. So for the Seahawks, 141 total rushing yards, 32 carries, 4.4 yards per carry, really controlled. Going into it, you kind of felt like if Sam Darnold and the offense didn't lose the game, the Seahawks were going to win the game. And that running game really helped them not lose the game, right?
Yeah.
They controlled the line of scrimmage. They controlled the clock with that running attack, 4.4 yards per carry. So I think that was a big deal. And then 11 times the Seahawks hit Drake May when he was in the backfield versus 6 for Sam Darnold. So almost twice the number of times Drake May was actually hit. That doesn't include rushes and hurries, but actually hit. So,
and you look at the percentage, like how many of those were sacks?
Compared
to how many
over 50%. So Drake May, and obviously Will Campbell on the offensive line has been singled out as
did not help.
Not a great day for him, the rookie. But yeah, it's tough. Second-year quarterback, first Super Bowl. He was harassed the entire game. So I think those two pieces, one on the offense, one on the defense, really symbolized what the Seahawks were able to do. And then for the Patriots, 36 yards is the difference between the number of rushing yards they had in the game and the number of yards lost through all their sacks during the game. So that 36-yard differential, that's it. Yeah. Crazy. And then you mentioned the turnovers, -3, the turnover differential. They had to, you really felt like, and it looked like the first half of the game, first quarter especially, New England went into it defensively gambling.
Yeah.
Blitzing and gambling because you felt like they knew they were going to have to make something happen on defense to be able to win this game because Seattle's defense was so strong and they just couldn't do it. And then they turned the ball over. Yeah. So
that was a big loser for them is they just
the turnover differential
kept turning over. And I mean the fact that they didn't score any points in the first 3 quarters of the game didn't help with it.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not scoring and you're turning the ball over. It's not going to end well. No.
So domination by the Seahawks, put a bow on the season. Congratulations to the Seattle Seahawks. I think going back to the beginning of the season, we were a little concerned for the Seahawks because of the new quarterback situation. And I guess we had nothing to be concerned about. No. So, and then sure enough, halfway through the season, it looked more and more like they truly were the best team in the NFC. And then, they just kept winning. So kudos to them. Congrats to their fans. Season's over. That book is done. New book starts getting written in just a couple of weeks. The combine participants were announced today, and free agency starts in, I think, a little less than a month, and then 2 months till the draft. So kind of never stops for the NFL, but congrats to the Seahawks and all their fans. It's been a fun season, and on to the next.
Yep.
All right. Oh, before we leave, I forgot. Bad Bunny. Let's talk Bad Bunny. Let's talk commercials.
Bad Bunny.
The good stuff.
Bad Bunny.
What'd you think?
Of the commercials or Bad Bunny?
Bad Bunny.
It was great. It was such I've never listened to his music before.
No, never?
No, never in my life. So I had no clue what to expect, but it was so fun. It's such it's just got all the vibes. It just makes me want to dance. I'm like, yes. Yeah.
All right. So
I loved it.
2 thumbs up for you.
Yes. Personally, compared to the ones we've had the past couple of years, like Usher and Kendrick Lamar, I don't really like that kind of music, the rap, kind of that's not really my vibe. So I really like Bad Bunny actually compared to them. He might have been
your favorite.
Yeah, my favorite in recent years.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously if you count Shakira, obviously you gotta love Shakira.
And he was there. He was there for that one.
Yeah, but her, Eminem, Dr. Dre.
Yep.
Obviously you gotta love that. Katy Perry, compared to Rihanna, Usher, Kendrick Lamar, I think he's at the top of
He's at the top of your list?
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yes.
I thought it was fantastic. So the halftime show drew more than the game. 128.2 million viewers, over 57 million views on NFL's YouTube channel as well. It's the fourth highest rated halftime show ever, behind Michael Jackson, Usher, and Kendrick Lamar. I thought it was fantastic. I agree with you 100%. A lot of chair dancing while we were watching it during halftime at our friend's house. I thought it was joyful. I thought it was electric. I thought there was a ton of, you could feel the pride. And then afterward, the more you learned about the symbolism, because every single word and every single not event, but every single prop had meaning. Every single character had meaning. And just the symbolism and the message, to me, it was about inclusion. It was about love. It was about joy.
Yeah.
And it was absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
Absolutely loved it.
I thought it was really good. So, fun fact. The little sugar canes in his show were actually people.
Yep.
If you didn't know. So it was like 400 to 500 people. And the costume itself was 40 pounds. And they had 8 practices, 8 rehearsals that were up to 12 hours. And they were paid $18.70 an hour.
Wow. Does it surprise you that they had 8 practices?
No.
It seems like a lot. Do you think he performed all 8 times?
No.
No. It was just that one.
I think they just practiced like walking out onto the onto the field and standing there for the amount of time, and then like, what do they have to do?
Yeah.
They got to move here and here, and then they just like practice that over and over and over again.
I love how some of them have posted on their socials after the fact, like their own personal story. Like,
how they
applied for the job, and
you can be between like 5'10" and 6'1". And I was like, I could have done that.
Yeah, right. Be able to carry 40 pounds.
Yeah, I got that in the bag.
Super cool. Oh yeah, and they had to sign.
And they had to sign an NDA.
Yeah,
because they weren't allowed to talk about it.
Yeah,
until after that.
And then they talked about it, all with joy.
And then they talked about it. So yeah,
it was really cool.
Yeah.
All right, so yes, Bad Bunny. Thank you. As Elmo said on social, we think he should be named Good Bunny, not Bad Bunny.
Oh my god, I'm dying.
And then commercials. Commercials are tough. I realized, and I think I remember this every year, commercials are tough because with halftime being what it is, you can't really run away and do things then. So that just leaves the commercials. But then that means you miss some commercials. But then it's very easy to go online and see all the commercials. So I actually went online to check out some that I missed because, that's what I do. Which ones were your favorite?
Okay, so before we get into it, I have a little fun fact.
Ooh.
40% of the brands that were running Super Bowl commercials this year were new to running Super Bowl commercials. So they had never done before, which I thought was pretty cool. Like, that's a bigger amount than you would think.
It's a lot.
I feel like.
I think it was a lot of tech.
It was a lot of AI and like stuff.
A lot of AI.
Like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I have 2, but then I also have like an honorable mention. So like my first one that I think this one might have been my favorite was the Pepsi polar bear one.
Oh, yeah.
It was kind of basic, but the reason that I love it so much is because they had a Coldplay scandal as part of the commercial.
Oh, yes, that's right. I remember that.
Which is so funny to me. Like, I like that part. I was just like actually laughing the whole time. Like, it was so funny.
Yes.
Like, I mean, obviously it was like Pepsi and Coke, and they were like, he was taste testing them, and then like it was like, oh, obviously Pepsi won, and then he was like with a therapist, and then it was like him drinking Pepsi at the Coldplay concert, and like it was so funny.
Yes,
it's so funny. And then my second one was the Ritz commercial that had Bowen Yang in it and Scarlett Johansson, and they were like on a beach. It was so funny. It was so funny, but it's just because like I love Bowen Yang. Like he's so funny.
No, he's good.
Yeah. So, and then my honorable mention was, I think it was Pringles and Sabrina Carpenter.
Oh, that was
commercial. The commercial itself was okay. Like I didn't think it was bad. It was like good, but like I just like it because she's in it. So
yeah, I like that one. I thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah,
it was pretty clever.
So
those are good ones.
Thank you.
I forgot about that one. The Pringles. That's funny. I have potato chip too. All right, first one I had is the Universal Studios. Commercial, and it's called like Little Man. So it's a big brother and little brother, and the big brother keeps calling his little brother little man, and to the point where it's kind of annoying. But then they go to Universal and they start riding all the rides and all the roller coasters, and big brother starts freaking out and little brother doesn't. And so by the end, he starts calling his big brother little man. So he kind of gets him back, but tugs at your heart. I did a couple of like heartstring ones. The second one was the Lay's commercial. I don't know if you saw that one or not.
I think I saw part
like
of it.
Last Harvest. So it's kind of Americana characterized, but basically it takes you on a journey of a family farm with the dad and the daughter working on the farm ever since she was a little kid, and then up until the time he's supposed to retire, and then he gives her the proverbial keys to the tractor and says it's yours now, and then there's a retirement party at the end. Heartwarming.
Kind of basic, actually.
Okay, well, you didn't see it. Don't judge mine.
I mean, it's cute, but like
it's they do a better job of telling the story than I do.
I would hope so.
It's good. And then the third one, I really appreciated Anthropic's commercials of no ads, just because I think it's absolutely fantastic. And the way that they portrayed OpenAI in these commercials.
Yeah, it's so funny,
where
actually.
people are looking for a fitness advice or relationship advice, and the way that they have the characters respond almost exactly like OpenAI responds to you.
It's actually so funny.
It's crazy good. It's crazy good, crazy effective, scares me to death, and really good commercial though.
Yeah, you showed me a couple of those.
Yes.
They're pretty funny, actually.
They have to be on my list.
Have to give those to you, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's our Super Bowl buttoned up.
Yep.
On to the Olympics.
On to the Olympics.
All right. So, Milano Cortina. Current medal count as we record. Norway is leading the charge with 13, Italy with 11, and the U.S. with 10. Tight at the top.
Tight.
So, yeah, we could literally spend hours talking about the Olympics. It's amazing how one of the coolest things about the Olympics, and I kind of forget until they come around every time, there's so many sports and so many athletes that you either don't know about or forget about that are just so inspiring and so interesting and so exciting. And then it all just comes at you at once, and it's kind of nonstop, and it's amazing. And the stories behind the athletes, incredible. So over the last week, what do you think? What have been your highlights?
Okay, so I have like 2 highlights and then 2 things I'm looking forward to. So for my first highlight, it's Ilya Malinin,
better known as
Quad God. Literally love him. So he helped the U.S. secure the gold in the team event for figure skating. And so the U.S. and Japan were tied going into the men's skating, which was the final round of skating. So U.S. and Japan were tied, and he scored 200.03 points.
Is that like extra credit?
I don't know. But for his performance, and he did this all by omitting his signature quadruple axel, which is what he's known for.
You know what
And can you stop your interrupting?
Sorry,
No.
Okay.
And he's only 21 years old. And this is his first Olympics. And the U.S. won by 1 point. So basically, it's all him. Basically, he's amazing. Like, I could not handle that pressure at 20 years old. I would be like,
sure you could. He does seem very relaxed, though.
Yeah.
He does not seem stressed.
He's so chill about it. I'm like, okay, like,
yeah.
I wish
I
wish I could be like this.
Hot Pod Mom showed me a clip of his routine from last night. Are they on the singles now?
It was short program.
Yeah.
So yeah,
singles. Yeah.
It was singles. But he only does singles. He doesn't do doubles.
Oh yeah. That's what I meant though. Not team. Individual.
Yeah, no.
He looks so relaxed. Like he was just walking the park.
Yeah, no, he doesn't even look like he like has to try. Actually,
Can I tell you what I think of every time I hear his nickname?
What?
My legs hurt because I hear the word quad, and it makes me think of like leg day, and I hate leg day like with a passion. And so it's like a negative, like, yeah.
Oh. Is that what you were interrupting me for?
What else you got?
Okay, so my second thing, the U.S. women's hockey team beat Canada 5-0. Pretty good, except they don't have their captain right now. She's injured.
Yes, I saw that.
But she's supposed to come back. So.
Is she supposed to come back? Oh,
yes.
That's good. I hope so.
I think within like the next 2 games, I think. So now the U.S. is only 3 wins away from a gold medal. They swept all 4 preliminary round games. They were 20-1 in scoring.
Yeah, I was going to say they scored
1 goal was allowed.
And they scored 5 in every game, right?
I think so, yeah. So they're off to a pretty good start, so
that's incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really, really good.
I kind of hope that the Canadian captain comes back. I saw that she went out in the game before the US.
Yeah.
And Canada still won that game.
Yeah.
But she is not only, I think, physically and emotionally the leader of that team. So I hope she comes back.
Yeah. And then things I'm looking forward to, half pipe is week 2. So I talked about Chloe Kim last week. That's her event. So for people that don't know, half pipe is like skateboarding, but they do it snowboarding.
There you go.
So just think that, but covered in snow, and they're literally doing like flips on it and coming back down and going, like, it's actually insane. Like, I wish I could do that, genuinely.
You give it a shot.
I can barely ski downhill on a baby slope.
Piece of cake.
On a baby slope.
Easy peasy.
Okay. Okay, whatever you say. And then I'm also excited to watch speed skating. So the U.S. has a total of 21 athletes competing in long and short track speed skating. But this next week is just long track.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'm excited to watch.
That's a lot. I feel like that's a lot of athletes.
Yeah, it is a lot.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be cool. They go really fast.
Yeah, it's actually insane. Like, I feel like I would just bump
dangerously
into a
fast.
wall and like.
You know what? One of my
but they get like knocked over all the time.
Yeah.
Like it like happens all the time where they like get knocked over and then they're going so fast they just like trip over.
It's like roller derby, but skating.
Yeah, literally. I'm like.
You know what? One of the coolest things about this Olympics has been actually watching what I've been able to watch.
What?
The drone.
Yeah, it's really cool.
The drone camera shots, like with the downhill.
Yeah.
Where they're right behind the skier.
Yes.
Going 80 plus miles an hour.
Cool. Like that's someone's job.
Well, I was reading today, they actually had some of the drone operators, like for skiing, are skiers, like retired skiers.
Well, yeah, because they know how to.
They know where.
Yeah.
But would that not be an obstacle? Not an obstacle, but distraction?
The drone?
Yeah.
To the skiers?
Yeah. Or the other athletes?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No.
What if you had one over you and you were swimming?
I would not notice it.
Even if you were doing back?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, in backstroke, like water is washing over your face.
I know, but
like you're not actually breathing the whole time.
But if you had a buzzing drone,
I'm pretty sure those drones aren't.
But still, to look up,
it's like
and
the
see
same thing as having like the camera person, you know, fast at the end of your lane.
Oh yeah.
When you pay for pictures, it's like the same thing.
Yeah.
It's not really distracting. Okay. I'm just like, okay, gotta go faster and look kind of good. Like, okay, gotta look strong here. They're taking pictures of me.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Just mine.
Yeah. Anyway, I love the drone shots. Very interesting, though. All right. So, a couple cool things that stood out to me over the last week. There's a lot, right, and a lot of obvious things, but a couple things that stood out. One, cross country sprinting is a thing. Didn't even know that was a thing. But then I saw that the winner of the men's sprint finished in 3 minutes, 39.74 seconds, which meant, and his name is Johannes Haslet Klæbo. He's from Norway. That sounded pretty good, right?
Yes.
Thanks. I practiced that. His uphill pace is uphill. When he was going uphill sprinting in skis was under 6 minutes a mile.
That's actually insane. I don't even think I could.
Crazy. And if you watch the video, like he is hustling. He is flying. So
yeah, I couldn't even run that fast. Like
that was fun to watch. The U.S. skier Ben Ogden actually finished second. which was huge. He's the first American male cross-country skier to win an Olympic medal since Bill Koch in 1976, and only the second U.S. men's cross-country skier to ever win an Olympic medal at all. So that was really cool. And then, obviously the tragedy with Lindsey Vonn and everything that happened from torn ACL to getting through the preliminary runs and then the tragedy during her event. Breezy Johnson, I just making sure she gets her due. She's got a comeback story of her own as well. Obviously, it's not as dramatic or in depth as Lindsey Vonn's, but she crashed in 2022 at Cortina, injured her right knee, kept her from competing in Beijing. So she's fought her way back, captured the gold in the women's downhill in her first event. And then in the team combined event, she had the fastest. So she was racing along with Michaela Schifrin. And so it's their combined results, right? She knocked it out of the park, posted the fastest downhill leg of the competition, but just missed. I know, but just missed the podium because Schifrin was 15th in her leg. So Johnson gave the team a 0.06 second lead, and then Schifrin lost that and lost 0.06 seconds from the podium. So the team finished fourth. So yeah, those are my two. And then looking forward, obviously men's ice hockey, which starts today, Wednesday. Team USA, Team Canada, Sweden, Finland, Germany, and Switzerland all expected to compete. U.S. looking to end a 45-year Olympic gold medal drought.
Please.
Right? Canada is expected to be competing for the gold as well. They do have a concern about their goalie, Binnington. So he is among last place among Canadian NHL goalies in every major stat. So definitely worried about that for Team Canada. And just something to keep in mind as everybody's watching Olympic hockey, the rinks are larger than the NHL and US.
Like, that would make a big difference if I was used to being in a smaller.
Yeah. So it's more wide open and more skating, which means more endurance. So US kicks it off on Thursday. They play Latvia, and then they'll play Denmark and Germany over the weekend. So we'll see what happens there. And then finally, all right, really cool story. Ski mountaineering, my new favorite, kicks off in the next few days. So Anna Gibson is our female skimo athlete, right? And we've got a mixed team racing. She started the sport 6 months before the Olympics, before qualifying for the Olympics. Sorry. Her teammate, Cameron Smith, convinced her to try. So in December 2025, they competed in their first professional skimo race, and they won. It was the first race just in December, 2 months ago.
Crazy. Literally insane.
And now they're in the Olympics. So what's her background? Because I'm pretty sure I couldn't go do this.
Couldn't just go do it randomly.
She's an elite 1,500-meter runner who competed in the 2024 U.S. Olympic trials. So that doesn't hurt. She's also an elite trail racer. She's an elite cyclist, and she comes from a skiing background.
Imagine doing all this preparation for Summer Olympics, and then it's oh wait, you made the she didn't even know she was gonna do this. Summer Olympics, it was I'm here to try and go to the Summer Olympics, and then you just come to the Winter Olympics
cool.
6 months in advance, and it's oh okay.
So cool. Yeah.
Okay.
So we got to root for them. She is from Jackson, Wyoming, and so she's still working on the 15-second transition. So that's when they pull the skins from the skis after they race up before they go down.
Yeah.
But I'm excited to see it. Sounds fun.
Yeah.
And I just have to say, and I still want to do a deeper dive, but I think curling, right?
Bro, everyone's obsessed with curling.
But I think it's because we all think we could do it. I know I do. I mean, I was
actually real though.
I was watching it.
That's so real.
I was watching it, I think last night for a few minutes. And listen, they get tired doing the sweeping thing.
Yeah.
They get tired. Like, especially if that's a sweep a lot. Sometimes they don't have to, but sometimes they
sometimes
really
they
go into it.
Really, yeah.
Yeah. I'm still not sure I understand the rules, unless
No.
it's just as simple as I think it is. But man, I'm pretty sure I could do it.
Okay. You keep telling yourself that.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to do that.
Let's keep going.
Let's keep going. All right, a lot going on this weekend. So we're not really getting directly into F1. We still got a couple weeks before the season kicks off. So NBA All-Star Game is coming this weekend.
Yes.
So we're kind of in the midpoint of the season, close to it. Another new year with a new format happens Sunday at 5 p.m. in Inglewood. Format change for this year. They've scrapped East versus West for a 3-team tournament this year. They've got 2 U.S. teams. One is the Stars, one is the Stripes, and then they've got a world team called Team World. The way it's going to work is very original. Round-robin mini games, 12 minutes each between the 3 teams, and then the top 2 play for the title. So pretty sure we're not going to watch any of this. The question is there anything that the NBA could do that would make you want to watch it in the future?
You want to go first?
I'll go first. Yeah. To me, it's pretty simple because I make it competitive. Make it mean something. Because I don't feel like it means anything to anybody. And I could be wrong. And maybe I'll find out afterward that it did. But I'm pretty sure it's not going to mean anything to anybody. So at its peak, the All-Star Game drew over 22 million people. And the peak was in the 90s. And that's when Jordan was playing, and Barkley, and Pippen, and Malone, and Stockton, and Shaq. Fast forward to last year, 4.7 million. So it's gone from almost 23 to 4.7. 80% decline. 80% decline.
That's crazy. That's actually a lot.
It's huge. And, I think all of these sports have a challenge with all-star games at this point.
Yeah.
Because, and I'm not saying it's not for a good reason, to have a great player injure themselves in a meaningless game, it would be devastating.
Yeah.
I mean, and cost literally tens, if not more, millions of dollars to those athletes and those organizations. So it's a challenge, but I feel like, at least the NFL has just kind of given up. And they've just said, yeah, this doesn't mean anything, but we're going to try to have a little fun. And we'll do flag football this year.
Yeah, it's more just like for the fans. Like NFL is just
for the families almost.
It's not even for the fans. It's for like the lighthearted, like families with children to come and introduce their kids to the sport and to see the players and to have fun with it. And it's like, look at these fun games. It's more for that than like the players actually, you know what I'm saying? Like Matt Stafford, him with his daughters, it's like, I mean, his daughters are low-key dedicated fans. I've seen them, but it's cute, interactive. Like it's not really meant to be competitive. Like nobody really thinks about it that way. They're not trying to make it seem that way. It's just, okay, here's a cute thing for you and your family with some kids to come and do and like come see the players. Like it's just like fun.
Which is fine.
Yeah.
I'm not going to watch it.
Yeah.
But good for them.
Yeah.
They earned it.
Well, and there are people that will watch it that have children.
Just not as many.
Yeah. And they're okay with that.
Yeah.
Because okay, so I don't think I agree with you about it actually meaning something, but I don't think that's going to happen soon. So as of right now, no, there's not really like anything they can do to make me watch it. And it's nothing against the NBA in general, because I don't do it for NFL. Like I don't watch the NFL Pro Bowl. The only thing like this that I kind of watched was the NHL kind of 4-nation face-off.
Right.
But that's because it was competitive and it was entertaining and it meant something to the countries, it meant something to the teams. So I agree with that. Like the NBA games, it's just not as entertaining because it's shorter games, there's less team dynamic, it doesn't seem like they care. Yeah.
It used to matter. Like it used to be like Jordan wanted to win.
Yeah.
And Shaq wanted to win. Pippen wanted to win. Malone wanted to win. These guys wanted to win that game.
Oh yeah.
They don't care. But and your point about the NHL is perfect. Like that was the players cared,
Oh yeah.
the countries cared.
Yeah.
Like it mattered.
Oh yeah.
And
100%.
and the ratings reflected that. So
yeah.
I think for some of these sports, it's probably best just to say, we're gonna put on a little show, but it's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
And if you want to watch, that's okay. And if you don't, that's okay too.
Yeah. That's what the NFL has done. And
Yeah.
the people that have kids and watch it, they like it. And
Yeah.
the people that don't care for it, don't watch it.
Yeah.
And it's fine.
It would be nice. I think the other thing that was really a draw at its heyday was the weekend also mattered.
Yeah.
Jordan in the dunk contest.
Yeah.
Right? That was the thing. Vince Carter.
Yeah.
Insanity. Now the best players, truly the best players, don't do a lot of those events anymore.
Yeah.
They don't want to hurt their brand.
Yeah.
And not win. So it's just a different dynamic.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a solve realistically.
Yeah.
Because I think the only solve is to make it mean something, and I don't know that
They can't
it's
make
worth
it
it to
mean
them.
something.
Honestly, if I was them or their coaches or their agents, I don't know if I would think differently.
Yeah.
So, but that's okay. All-Star Weekend. We'll report on the results next week. All right, and then the other big thing going on this weekend is Daytona 500, which is also known as the Super Bowl of NASCAR racing. So we actually have plans. We've been invited. Going to a party. So anyway, Daytona 500, 2:30 on Sunday. Super Bowl of NASCAR kicking off the season. Co-favorites, Ryan Blaney, consensus favorite across most of the books and arguably the best super speedway racer in the series right now. And then Joey Logano, the 2015 Daytona 500 winner, is also expected to contend. So obviously we are F1 forward in our coverage and conversation. Why do you think F1 is growing and NASCAR is declining? As a young fan.
Because of teenage girls. I don't know how else to say it, but that's genuinely why. One, I think girls are interested in it. One, because it's like a trend and it's becoming popular. Partially because it's actually interesting. And mainly because the guys are cute. Here's listen to this. The average age of drivers in NASCAR racing is around 31 years old. So this doesn't seem that bad. It's 30, 31. It's chill. But in F1, it's 27.
Okay.
And they also have a lot more 18, 19, 20-year-olds.
They do.
Than NASCAR has.
How old is Kimmy?
19.
19, yeah.
And then there's a rookie coming in this season. I forgot his name, but he's 18. So youngest is 18.
Yeah.
Which is young. So for the big girl fan base, that's 16 to 18. We like to see that. 31-year-old men is a different story,
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. And I think you are 100% right.
Thank you. I know.
I think
because I'm one of them, actually.
Yeah. Oh, yes, you are. So a couple of things. F1, fastest growing global sports league on social media for the 5th year in a row. Total following rising 19% to 114.5 million. TikTok growth alone was up 91%. YouTube growth up 53%. Facebook up 51%. Even Facebook.
Even Facebook. The social media for middle-aged people.
Listen to this. 70% of U.S. Gen Z fans engage with F1 content on a daily basis.
Yeah. I'm telling you. It's the teenage girls.
3 out of 4 new fans are female.
Yeah. I'm telling you it's the teenage girls because it's hot guys.
So that's it.
I'm so right.
That's it.
So right because I know what I'm talking about because I am a young woman.
Yeah. Do you think the Drive to Survive series on Netflix has helped?
No.
Oh, I don't agree with you.
I mean, in terms of teenagers, no. Do I think in general? Yes. Because I think like people like middle-aged sports interested people, they're going to see that and they're going to be like, oh, this looks cool. Like documentary sports, like let's watch it. But I think in terms of teenagers, like I can tell you most of the teenagers that are interested in F1, half of them don't even know any of the drivers' names.
Seriously?
Yes, I'm telling you. They don't even know what team they drive for.
But it's a reality series.
They're just like, oh, Lando, he's so fine. Like that's the only like, I mean, not the only, but that's a lot of the conversation around F1. Most girls don't know what they're talking about. They're just, I mean, they know which drivers are cute.
Do you think the F1 movie helped?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Because it got the moms who said, oh, that Brad Pitt.
Yes, yes.
Not that I would know anything about that or had seen any of that in this house. Okay. I think it's fascinating.
I think like once they become interested in it, probably because of social media or friends, then the documentary, like the Drive to Survive, like show is like, okay, this is cool, might want to watch this.
Yeah.
But I don't think they watch it and then they become fans.
Yeah.
Like I think with the F1 movie, it was like they see this and it's like, this is really cool. Like now I'm gonna be more, like it's kind of the opposite.
Yep.
So
yeah. I think I saw that the average NASCAR fan is 58 years old.
Yeah, that's really old.
And I think the average fan that
not
watches,
like really old, please don't
that
come
watches NASCAR on linear TV, so that's ABC, ESPN, is over 60. It's not a good demographic to have leading the charge. So it'll be interesting. And the little bit that I read about this, because I mean, I've thought about wanting to go to the Daytona 500 for years. Like, I haven't been a race fan, but it's an event. It's a spectacle. It is the Super Bowl of NASCAR racing, right?
Yeah.
And it's a couple hours away. So I was doing a little bit of research because I feel like things have kind of happened rather quickly, where the tide has changed. And it's interesting to read some of the feedback from the NASCAR community, because it feels almost more like a victim mentality. Like, the weather hasn't worked out great for us, or, just kind of excuses. They had their own reality show on Netflix for a couple of years, but I think that's done because viewership. I think they've had to make some changes. I saw one of the drivers talking about the cars for this year and how, there's not going to be any electric cars in NASCAR because our fans want to hear big V8 engines and loud cars. Okay.
But like your fans are going to die eventually and then you're going to have nobody.
Well, you got to figure out a way, right? Yeah. You got to figure out a way to reach the next gens. So
the next gen.
So we'll see, but a lot of great stuff to look forward to.
Yes.
Great Super Bowl.
Yep.
Great season. Congrats to the Seahawks.
Yeah.
Excited for the off season.
Yeah.
Excited to start digging into F1 a little bit more. I think all the cars have been revealed. Cadillac had a good commercial during the Super Bowl. So that was on my list as well. So excited to get into that. Combine free agency is going to be big this year. I think we're going to see some big moves. And then the draft right around the corner. So
yep.
Lots to look forward to. But first, Daytona 500.
Yep.
NBA All-Star Game.
Yep.
You want to take us home?
Yes. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe on Spotify, YouTube, Threads, Apple Podcasts, which if you're listening to us, you're probably already doing one of those. We love to hear your feedback. Thank you as always for listening. Bye.
Thanks for listening, everybody. Bye-bye.